So we just watched Black Phone 2,
Yeah, Ethan Hawke is pretty cool.
and I think they showed everything in the trailer.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the Fear Review. I'm William,
And I'm Amy.
and today we're going to talk about Black Phone 2. We will give you a spoiler-free review, dig into some spoilers, and then let you know what we're going to do next week. So I'll kick it off with a quick synopsis. So Black Phone 2 kicks off 4 years after the events of the original. The young boy from the original, 4 years older, a little more angsty, dealing with the events of the first film. His sister is trying to help him out with that when she starts getting or having dreams of things going on that kind of leads them to this Christian camp out into the wilderness by a creepy lake. And then that's when the grabber comes into play and everything happens.
That's a pretty good little name. Grabber. The
Yeah.
Grabber.
The grabber.
The Grabber. First of all, I know that we were born and raised in Texas, and so we don't know snow. But who has a camp for, children or teens
Yeah.
in the middle of winter in Colorado?
Yeah, that seems very odd. I mean, maybe they do that. 'Cause
Like, do
everybody
it in the spring.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what kind of camp that is other than ice fishing, but
If you're used to the cold, maybe you're like, that's nothing. We camp in the cold.
yeah.
But,
What'd you think?
I was bored. I'm sorry. I wanted to take a little nap.
Yeah, I kind of felt the same.
It's just, it felt like it was like 4 hours long.
It's kind of the way we felt about the first one. Was it?
Everybody walks slow. I feel like they talk slow, but I don't think they really are, but it feels that way. And it's kind of like a Groundhog Day. I feel like I just keep reliving the same thing, even though it wasn't, but I was like, oh, this kid again? Like, you know what I mean?
So you weren't riveted.
I jumped once. That's it. And I don't know. I get the grittiness of it. I don't know if that's like when she has her dreams, and this is in the preview, the look of it. It looks like it's filmed on like an old VHS type camera or like one that's going to end up being like a slideshow.
It actually was filmed on an old camera, on a Super 8. I believe is what they said.
Okay, so, but it's just, I don't know. It kind of makes me like, are my contacts? I need to put on new contacts. Do I need to get my prescription refilled?
Yeah.
Like, it was neat in the beginning, and I know you just have to stick with that the whole time. And I really liked it when I first saw that. I was like, okay, I like that because then I know when she's dreaming, and that's really. But then it just got to where I was like, oh, God, how much of this movie is going to be blurry?
Some of those scenes, they just felt really long. And I think it's because they wouldn't have some of the music playing sometimes. And it would just be her standing there looking around, like waiting for something to happen.
And walking in the slowest pace ever.
And just walking really slow. Yeah, it felt, and it made it feel like Sinister to me, because that's what they did in Sinister, and I believe these are the same people that did Sinister.
Sinister was terrifying.
Sinister was good, and those scenes that were done that way were not boring.
No, because he watched a little film, and it was little snippets. It was quick.
Yeah.
And then you were still seeing his reaction,
and it was scary stuff.
Yeah.
It felt like, and I saw an interview with the director, and he was saying that they used this to pay tribute to like the old 80s films that they loved growing up, 80s horror films they loved watching growing up. And I totally get that. Like, I got Nightmare on Elm Street, obviously. There's some Friday the 13th because they're kind of on the lake, and kind of when you look at the grabber now, like his suit that he wears and the mask, it's a little Friday the 13th.
His little pants.
Yeah.
Like he's waiting for a flood.
And they're like bell bottom kind
Yeah,
of.
yeah, those because there's such little high waters, and that kind of made me giggle.
Yeah.
Maybe
and
Sleepaway Camp. I've never seen it, but
kind of, yeah. And especially the way he's kind of zombified now. He's kind of like the zombie Jason. But it felt like they put the black phone through a 80s horror filter and then through the lens of Sinister and then made it boring.
that's the thing.
Yeah. And
All
boring's not the right word. Like, it wasn't like but it was just slow.
it was for me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, maybe boring is the right word. But it's not a bad movie, I guess is the way. That's why I hesitate to say
Yeah.
boring.
I see what
But-
you're saying. It's because there's a lot of other movies that are kind of boring, but they're still done really well. Like,
Yeah.
it's not a horror movie. Oppenheimer. That dang movie was so freaking boring, but like it was done really well.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think we were bored by
We
Oppenheimer.
fast forwarded half of that movie.
We did?
Yes.
I
We
didn't
never
think-
watched the whole thing from front to back.
Oh, I didn't think we did that with that movie. Anyway.
Anyway, I'm sorry. I go off on tangents. Although that was a baby one.
Yeah. No, you're going to go off on a tangent about tangents.
I don't really know where I was gonna what I was gonna
Got to
say.
snap you back to where you're
I
at.
know.
I need to keep you on a conversational leash.
You haven't been able to do that for the last 27 years. Good luck.
No.
The music, it also annoyed me.
See, I liked the music, though.
It was the same music. Like, it wasn't, Jason, yes, obviously, every single time he comes, it's the, thank you.
Yeah.
I was not going to sound good at all if I tried to do it. This one was like, bong, bong, bong. And I
I
was
get
just
that, yeah.
like, it was so loud, but not scary. Just loud, like, I felt like almost like you're in one of those churches where the preacher's like real boring and then he slams on the thing because he's trying
Yeah.
to wake everybody up. And that's the way that this music made me feel. Like, at one point I did close my eyes. I was like, maybe I could just take a little nap. And then it was all bong. And I was like, and I won't take a nap. I'm so sorry. But it's not scary music. It's just,
I can see that, yeah.
so I'm glad you liked it, but I didn't like it.
I just remember
Am
thinking,
I
like,
right with the bong, bong,
yeah,
bong?
yeah. No, because and I think especially during the dream sequences, I think it felt like a lot of the same during those.
I'm like, watch
Maybe
it come
that's-
out, and it's not that at all. But
Yeah.
that's how I'm remembering
There's
it.
no bong bong. It's just it's a
I-
wheel wheel wheel.
It's not. A, wheel,
not a
wheel,
siren.
wheel. No, that would make me laugh. There was a couple of times I googled in this movie.
Yeah, they had like a little smattering of humor in there. Yeah. Oh yeah, we'll have to talk
We'll
about
talk
that.
about that later. But
Yeah, yeah,
and I love Ethan Hawke,
yes. me
but
too.
I love Reality Bites Ethan Hawke.
Yeah.
That he was my man in that back in the day when I watched it, and in all the other stuff he does. But he's a good grabber.
Yeah,
He's a good creeper.
I like him in this role. Like, he does a really good job.
I just wish the movie was better for me. Or I guess I wish it was faster, more fast paced, or I guess
You want your action. That's what you want. Just keep it moving, people.
the preview for this looked real scary to me. I was like, okay, all right, they set
Yeah.
up the story the first time, which was the first one was creepy, but boring. But all of the what would have been scary is all in the previews. So like when I was watching the movie and it should have been like I should have been on edge like, uh-oh, I'm about to like something's about to happen. I was just sitting there going, and the kids are about to come out from under that bed.
Yeah.
And meh, there they came and I was like, okay, and then there
It's
was
all familiar.
yeah, then he was in the phone booth, and I was like, she's about to start spinning, and something's about to start happening, and there. So I was like, maybe they should have talked to the trailer people that made it, and maybe not have put every one of them scenes in the
Yeah.
trailer.
They didn't put the really slow dream sequences in there for a reason. But I was thinking during the movie that on paper, like it was a really cool story and they did things right, but when it translated to screen, like it just didn't land the way, like I just remember thinking that should have been really cool. And I don't know what was missing that made it not and I'm thinking more kind of like the finale. I'm like, it was like, that should have been cool.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Like, I should have been more excited about that. And I don't know why it wasn't.
And the actors are good.
But, yeah. It's so well done.
Which I think we say that all the time. But most of the time, all the acting and stuff is really good.
Yeah. Like, both the kids did really well.
Well, and the grabber looks super creepy. Again, you see in the preview how he looks when he takes his mask off. You know, so that's all, you know, makeup and everything, fantastic, or special effects. But, yeah, something...
Yeah, and I've always liked his mask, especially, it's cool the way that has like a top and a bottom part of it. I thought that was always like a cool design. But
see, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I just thought maybe it broke.
The first one. No. It's because you were so impressed with the first one.
That's true.
But yeah, so what's your rating? What do you think?
I'd say it's a streamer.
Yeah, I think I would probably say Renter. I think Renter for me.
Well, apparently you'd buy the soundtrack.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I did think it was. Ooh, I might listen to this score. Okay, you want to get into spoilers?
Always.
Okay, we're going to get into our spoiler section. If you don't want to know anything about the movie, skip this, and you can go to the section to see what we're going to do next week.
So there's a flashback with the kid's mom, who, had passed away 7 years ago from apparent suicide. She also had dreams, just like the daughter. So the daughter had dreams in Black Phone 1, because that's how she found where her brother was. So, and the son's like psychic, obviously, kind of too. So, the mom had dreams, and she dreamed about the grabber taking the very first boy that he took in their town. And she went to go confront him, or went to go to the house, I guess maybe to see if her dream was true. I think that's what it was. It seemed like she was going to see if she was correct. And as she was going to get back in her car, he popped out from the van and like with his, balloons and grabbed her. That's the only time I jumped in the whole movie. Yeah. Because that's the only scene that was spooky that wasn't in the trailer.
Yeah, that had a little bit of a...
Yeah, because he just was like, it was quick. And I was like, whoo!
Can we say, since this was originated by Joe Hill, which is Stephen King's son, that the mom and the kids have a touch of the shine? Maybe.
I think we can.
The shinin'.
I mean, technically, I guess we can say whatever we want.
Yeah. Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of, I feel like jump scares or anything like that. It was I felt like the movie was just kind of like that the whole time, right? There wasn't a lot of like up and down or anything.
And
like
maybe
that.
They're wanting you to feel just eerie, kind of creepy throughout the movie. Because, this guy kidnapping kids is eerie and dark.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. What I did like, though, I like where they took the story, because it is a very different movie than the original one, like story-wise, to me. I liked the kind of, we'll say, Nightmare on Elm Street aspect of it, where he's coming back and like kind of getting people in their dream. Well, getting a girl in her dreams, but then he can eventually just get people
that are
once
not
she's
asleep.
Dreaming, like he can hurt people.
Yeah.
But that was one of the things that was kind of made me laugh a little bit. Like, this girl was like narcoleptic. Like at work, if I have a spreadsheet due the next day, like I won't be able to sleep. But somehow she is being chased by a dream demon that will kill her if she falls asleep, and she's just
right. Because I turned to you and I said, "Is she narcoleptic?" And you went, "That's exactly what I was about to say to you."
Yeah, I was about to turn and go, "Is she narcoleptic?" I mean, it's the finale of the movie. They're on a frozen lake on a horse-drawn carriage, setting up to like try to kill this demon.
Yeah, they're trying to find the kids in that lake.
She's not taking like sleeping pills. She's not doing anything. Just like sits down and is like, meh, like done out.
Yeah, girl, take some coffee.
Yeah.
But at that
she's
point,
trying to do it. But I'm like, the fact that she can just will herself to sleep.
I
Like,
mean, I want that magic power if that's true.
and I remember, and I remember thinking like, there's another scene where the boyfriend and the brother are like watching over her when she goes to sleep, and she's laying in this bunk, and I can't remember what he's talking to her about. It's like, just be careful, or this or that, or we're here for you. And she's laying there, it's like, yes, okay, well, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, why are you having a conversation with your eyes closed? Like, talk to him until you're ready
to stay awake.
It just felt weird. They should have had something in there like, do they not have sleeping pills in the 80s or something? Like, they should have had that in there, because it was like, I'm sorry, when all this stuff going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They used them in Dream Warrior, or one of them.
Yeah.
Remember?
No. I'm saying they should have. It felt weird that she could will herself to sleep.
Oh.
They should have had her like taking like
to
sleep,
try to make herself sleep. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
And then I laughed because in one of her dreams, she goes back to the grabber's house and she's in the basement. And she tries to hide, and then as she's getting away from him, and he's coming after her with her axe, it looks like he goes, ooh. Like, it was very just I'm gonna get you.
It does. It's like this shot of her sitting there inside the wall, and so you're seeing her like banging like this, and you just see the axe go beep.
And of course, it splits her arm open, and she starts bleeding everywhere in the awake world.
Yeah.
But I just giggled because I was like, that was just
like, just gotcha.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I told you while we were watching, I was like, the frozen lake to me is the scariest part.
Yeah.
Because again, Texas, we've never stood on a frozen lake, and to drive cars on one, oh heck no.
Yeah.
You can pay me to get on that lake.
The first time I saw a frozen lake was when I went to Minnesota for work, and I was like, what? This is so weird.
I mean, how do you know how thick that ice is?
Yeah, there's like reports about it every day.
I wouldn't trust
Like,
it.
hey, the ice is this thick. You can drive on it now, or
No.
all this like kind of stuff.
No.
It's weird.
Never.
But yeah.
And two of the people fell into that ice.
Yes.
Now, given it was where they had dug a big hole in the ice.
I did think that was weird. So they have these trucks, like these big like snow plows driving on it, and a horse and a carrot, like all that they're walking
and
on
his
it.
truck. His
And
like
then-
Chevy truck or
Yeah.
Ford.
And then the grabber is able to like take his axe and start like smashing the ice, and it starts cracking it.
Well, baby, he's a demon. They always have these
Well,
special
I don't know,
powers.
that just felt weird. But anyway,
But yeah.
it's weird because there's so much that's cool about the movie that like I think his design is really cool. I think like the concept is cool. I liked the score of it, but it just didn't come together, and like
It's like it gets old.
yeah, maybe it was too long. Maybe if they had like cut it down some, like cut down some of those individual dream sequences, or cut a couple of them out.
Yeah, because
or-
the whole point of each dream sequence is to find these children that he killed at this Christian camp that their mom had happened to go to, and the mom knew the grabber. He was also,
at the camp.
yeah, he was like a groundsman, or
Yeah. Well, I don't think
he
did
wasn't
they
a
say?
counselor. I don't think he
Was
did.
he like a groundskeeper Willie?
He was something. He was
I'm
Wild
gonna make
Bill.
a bunch of Simpsons references in this episode.
So, that's why, they're there. The mom like reached out to the daughter to get her to come there. And it's all to find, this is where he started. This is where he had his first kill, was at this Christian camp. And he killed these 3 boys, and they never found the boys, and they never knew what happened to them. So every dream sequence is just these boys trying to tell her where they're at. But like they can't remember what happened to them. They can't remember who they are. But they can just keep coming to her saying, help us, it's cold, it's cold. And it just gets old because it's like, so every time she falls asleep, you kids are going to be going, help us, it's cold.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah. I feel like they needed to cut some of that down some. Maybe if they had, because I think it was what do we say? It's like an hour 54 minutes.
Yeah.
I think.
It's
Yeah.
too long. It felt, like I said, it felt like
Yeah.
4 hours.
If they could have got it down to like an hour and a half, I think it'd probably be a little.
No. Like maybe an hour and 10 minutes.
That's not long enough for a movie.
I looked at my watch and it had been an hour, and I was like, I don't know. this is going to be hard to make it. It had only been it had been an hour.
And then, on top of that, just like we do at every movie now, at the end, I looked it up on my phone, and it said, yes, there are end credit scenes. And I was like, oh, okay. So we stayed until the end, and there was not an end credit scene.
Everybody got up and left. The boy came in to start cleaning the theater, and we're just sitting there like fools. But we go to that theater all the time, and he's checked us out a bunch. So then I was like, bye. And I told him, I was like, sorry, we stayed because they said there was an end credit. He's like, oh, good to know because I haven't watched it yet, so I'll know not to stay.
Yeah.
I mean, unless there is an end credit, and like you said, they just didn't get the version that had an end credit.
Yeah. Well, we've been having trouble with movies recently, so maybe.
Yeah. So wait, are we clear? I said Black Phone 2 is a streamer, and you said is a renter.
I say renter. I think it's worth a rent, especially if you're. And I'll say if you're a fan of the first Black Phone, I think you'll enjoy this one more. It'll be right up your alley. It's similar to the first one.
Oh yeah.
Just we weren't a fan of the. To me, I think I have the same feelings about the first one. So, if you're a big fan of the first one, then I'm sure you'll probably be a fan of this one.
I did say if they come out with a third one, I'm not watching it.
If they do a third one, we'll have the podcast, and there'll be like a little cutout of you sitting in the chair.
Well, could we at least, if they come out with a third one, watch it at home?
Yeah, I think that might be
because then it'd be way easier for me to fall asleep if I'm bored.
We can do a little runtime of how long Amy lasted before she started snoring.
Because that's the other thing. I'm afraid I'll snore in the theater.
Yeah. So what are we doing next week?
Oh, Coyotes.
Coyotes. Yes.
Yip, 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 yip.
It took me a second to realize you were doing a coyote. I was like, why are you saying yep so many times?
Is it?
Yeah, it kind of sounds like a coyote there.
I am so much worse in the morning.
Yeah.
But I'm a morning person. So my brain might not work, but I'm more like,
yay.
Let's start the day.
And I'm not.
Plus, it's time for a vacation.
Yes, we are about to be on vacation.
So you can do it with me. Celebrate with Mickey.
I don't think I knew that song until the last podcast, and now I cannot get it out of my head.
You did know that song. I think they sing it at Chef Mickey's.
Well, that doesn't mean I know it.
Well, you've sung it. Or lip
sync?
Yeah.
Or
and then you do your little
the words.
And you do your napkin in the air.
That's what that's from. Okay.
I think that's where it's at.
All the Disney fans are going to come for you if it's not.
They are.
Because we know they're watching this podcast. After that last episode, we reeled them in.
Yeah, right. Oh my gosh, no way.
So yeah, we're about to. Oh, okay. So we can kind of talk about that. So we're gonna do Coyotes next week. Mm-hmm. That'll come out next Saturday. But we're heading to Disney Universal, and I think so for the next 2 weeks. And I think we're going to try to film some content. We keep saying this at these conventions and we never do.
I know. Because...
but Halloween Horror Nights, we're going to that.
Yep.
Love that. And then we're going to...
so we're going to try to film some stuff there.
Film some stuff there. And then Spooky Empire.
Yes.
And film some stuff there. And the reason I thought of that is David Howard Thornton's going to be there, who is... Screamboat, who's Steamboat Willie, and 2 producers from the movie. So,
which they're married, and we didn't know that.
Yeah.
So that's so cute.
Yeah. So
I'm glad I liked their movie.
So we're gonna meet them and some other folks. There's a bunch of, I think most of the kids from It, and some other folks that I need to get some signatures.
I filmed some at the last convention we went to at OKC.
We just didn't do anything with it.
Yeah, because I'm embarrassed to film in public. Like, I don't know why. I know tons of people do it. But I'm just embarrassed to walk around with a camera like I'm somebody important. And I'm afraid I'm going to get somebody in it and they're going to be like, don't film me. And they're going to get all mad. And I'm going to have to be like, sorry.
Or let's go, you're in public. I can film.
You would not. You would say, so sorry.
No.
Yes, you would. You're too nice. So
You're
that makes me
ruining
nervous.
my bad boy image.
So, but hopefully we can at least try to do some.
Yeah.
Get the courage.
Well, thanks for joining us today. Look out for our episode next week where we review Coyotes.
Yip, 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 yip. Bye. Thanks for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, hit like and subscribe. And tune in next time to The Fear Review, where the fear is family.